Hey, I need you to pull up that Omar.
Clicking there with her right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Omar, is it on your phone? I need Omar and how do
Oh, yeah.
I
We're gonna have a great episode. Sitting
You
around.
do you got it on your phone or you got it in email?
Yeah, we do it right before the show. Do all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, we rolling.
Damn, that's that good on there right there. Look at yourself, ASO.
Oh yeah,
God
man.
damn it, that's what I'm
Oh
talking
yeah,
about.
man.
That's what I'm talking about.
We
We got that good
We
weed
here,
vibe.
man. We here,
That
man.
good weed vibe.
Beefy.
Yeah, man.
We here, man.
What episode we on?
On 56, man. 56.
That's right, that's right. Welcome to another
Barbershop
episode of Barbershop Stories, the podcast, episode 56. And we got ASO gang in here.
ASO
I ain't
gang.
gonna lie, it ain't too many folks out here they song and just love off the top. But that power.
Somebody say
And then we sit here with my homie Sammy No Nose. We got K1 here.
Keep some
We got
info.
Amy right here. The motherfucking truth with Amy right here. Then of course we got myself, comedian narrator, haircut slanger, Benny Mac, and we're gonna jump right on into it, man. Y'all get this info. Then of course some of these great conversations that we talking about. What up, ASO?
What's up, man?
What's happening? Goddamn No Nose. What happening?
We in here, man. We in
Yeah,
here,
man.
man.
We appreciate you coming on through. While y'all doing, I'm gonna give myself something to get my mind right. So let's go.
Alright.
What's going on, man? Well, let everybody know who you is, man. We on Settle Barbershop Stories, episode 56. Let them know who ASO gang is,
Hey man,
what you got going on.
it's your big homie ASO gang, man. You know what I'm saying? CEO ASO, man. Trigger Play Entertainment, NBF representative. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in here with the barbershop, man. You know, we finna put it down, man. You can Google me, ASO, GANG.
Okay.
ASO.
So it's ASO gang,
ASO
not gang.
No.
Okay, all
We ain't
right.
playing no game.
So is it you? Are you ASO gang or is it members of ASO gang?
No, our reason why I call the A is for awesome, the S is for so fire, the O is for obviously I'm killing them, no lie. And it take more than one person to make this happen. So you know what I'm saying? The reason I call myself gang because it take other people to make this happen. I can't do this by myself.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So it's a group effort to make what you see before you is a group effort.
Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Got
man.
to. You can't do it alone, man.
Hey,
Okay.
people gotta know that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I tell you what I want to do before we get just all the way in the ASO gang, man. You know, we're in a climate right now where I think you seeing a lot of great things, man. You seeing a lot of black people talking about elections. You talking about politics. You talking about Trump. You talking about Biden. You talking about Kanye. Even talking about the independent party, which most people don't know. And we talking about Ice Cube. We talking about 50 Cent. And a lot of black folks are calling them sellouts. Me, myself, I don't think they'll sell out because I actually
Loosely
looked
used term.
into it. You know what I'm
Platinum
saying? Yeah, what the platinum plan is Trump plan. Ice Cube got the contract for Black America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what your take is on that, man? You know, far as on all
my
this.
take on it, and whether y'all believe it or not, before they even came up, I was finna vote for Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? And that might be contrary to a lot of black people's beliefs. And I'm not a big Trump supporter. And but I got to look at the bottom line that the unemployment rate has been the lowest it's ever been. The prison reform, first president that gave us prison reform, and you know you got to look at the deficit. You know what I'm saying? And what he's done in 4 years compared to what other people have done in 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I might not like him as a person, but as long as you get the job done, no other president have black people able to have the problem and they can bring it to him and he'll address it. You know, police, he stopped the chokehold.
Chokehold.
You know what I'm saying? How long they were doing it on Obama watch or Bush watch or Clinton watch? They've been doing it. So, you know what I'm saying? He the only, I feel like he's so green that if you put it in his face, he got to do something. He gonna do something about it to make you feel like I'm not that type of
You
person.
want that notoriety.
Yeah, he want that
for being
notoriety.
involved or doing
Yeah.
this, doing that.
So
But see, and that's interesting that you say that because, you know, of course, people say Obama, he started the, what they call it, the police reform. You know what I'm saying? But also, he also did the blue light or the blue. It was something I can't think of, and I don't want to misquote it. But it was something he did in reference in favor of the police. You know, but I don't know, man. I think that we look at politics wrong, because like you said, it should be about the person. It should be about the bottom line. Because see, one thing about it, you know, we was talking about Biden one day, just in a general conversation, and everybody was like, "Oh man, I don't like Trump." I said, "That's cool, but why you like Biden?" You never get an answer.
Because he was Obama's vice president, but you don't know that in 1974, Joe Biden was the reason why there was mass incarceration. You know, in 1990.
94 too.
Yeah, I didn't stop. You stopped me. In 1994, you know what I'm saying? He signed the crime bill for mass incarceration. So you have to know. He said he doesn't care. In 1983, he went to the Senate to say he doesn't care that you have a bad child upbringing or you've been in messed up conditions, that if you commit a crime, you should be behind walls.
Get these savages off the street.
Yes, he's the same person. In 2012, Kamala Harris said that she would never vote for him and would never support him, yet she is his running mate. So you got to be able to, you know what I'm saying, hold people accountable when you give them your vote.
They threw a little mud on each other when they were in the caucus, when they were running to see who the nominee was going to be, you know.
But under her watch, in California, look how much mass incarceration been.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she kept people over time when they supposed to be released just for, you know, work purposes. So you got to look at what type of person you is.
Yeah, and it's interesting though. It's interesting though because see, man, I'm like this. Regardless of who a person voting for, I can have a political conversation without getting upset. Yeah. And I think a lot of us black folk, we get mad on what other people choose, because most of the time when I hear black folks say vote, 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 they don't really mean vote, vote, vote. They mean vote for who I want you to vote for.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's fair. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Team blue, which like I tell people, that's cool. But if a person team red, you can't be mad at them too, because they got their reason.
I wish that I had the attitude that, you know what made me go look into people? Because if I had the same mind that I had now, I would have voted for William Bell. But I was going with the majority vote and the popular vote, and I voted for Randall Woodfin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even though William Bell had got all the stuff that we like, Amazon and, you know, the Olympics and stuff like that, the region field, William Bell did all that. But I was going with Randall Woodfin because he was a young guy and he gave us,
more popular.
You know what I'm saying, he was more popular. And he sold me on it. But we'll look at the effect of it,
99 neighborhood, he's sitting up in the project.
No.
Talking to everybody on the corner.
I mean, but it looked good then, but then when you got him in office, what have he done? Nothing. And so,
yeah, it's interesting, man.
That we thought he would do.
Nah, he ain't do that what he said he would go. Easily look the same.
Because politics to me, man, is so amazing, man. Because I know I had a talk with my pops earlier, and he was talking about Ice Cube and all that. But I was like, Pop, did you actually look into it, or did you catch the clickbait? Because I was like, I heard that man out his mouth say, I ain't supporting either party. He said, I got the contract for Black America. Black people, not minorities, not people of color, not none of that. He said, but whoever can entertain what we're doing and make something happen, that's what I'm riding with.
But Trump entertained it first.
And
that's
you can't
like,
be mad at him for
I mean, that when bosses meet, that's the difference between bosses and workers. You don't think McDonald's meet with Burger King? They do. You know what I'm saying? You don't think that churches meet with KFC? They do. You know what I'm saying? Even though we rivals, they still meet. They bosses meet with bosses. And if you can sit down and come to a, Trump know he need the black vote. Biden feel like he already got the black vote. I got Obama. Whatever Obama endorsed and Oprah endorsed, I got the black vote. And so, because Obama is a hero to black people. And Oprah Winfrey is a hero to black people. And so we like sheep. We just go with whatever popping. But if you're going to sit down with me, and I read the Platinum Plan, and he was willing to invest all that money into black communities. That was like $5-some billion.
Well, yeah, the $500 billion, like a lot of people don't know, the Platinum Plan and the contract for Black America is slightly different because the Platinum Plan was already in place.
Yeah,
the contract for Black America, from what I read and what I heard Cube say, he said they reached out to him, was like, can we implement some of your stuff into the Platinum Plan?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of black people, when they see the Platinum Plan, they're like, oh, they done played Cube. Ice Cube ain't worth $200 million for nothing.
Yeah.
The man ain't no fool, and I listen to his music, and you know how music is.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's a reflection of who you are or what you experience.
Right.
So when I heard him say that, he was like, nah, his plan is his plan, but our plan, they talking about implementing stuff out the plan, because quite naturally, a president, he gonna take your whole plan and use it. But if he entertain some stuff that we want, it's a start.
Yeah, what you can get
You know,
in.
you know what make me upset with black people, and not to cut you off, but Ice Cube is sell out to us, but Jay-Z smart. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube is sell out for looking out for black people in general. Jay-Z sold us out just for a check, and we okay with that. Oh, Jay-Z working with the NFL. We don't know he just the operation of music. He don't. Colin Kaepernick still don't got a job. You know what I'm saying? But Ice Cube is meeting with the president to affect people in all 50-some states, and he a sellout. That's crazy.
You gotta have somebody in the room.
we don't look into a lot of this
You gotta
stuff,
have
man.
somebody in the room.
Yeah.
What's sad me about it though is I think, you know, the thing came out and you got a lot of Johnny come laters that just was ready to jump on anything because of the headline they seen, you know. And
That clickbait, man.
and that headline reflected in a lot of people that's probably gonna have to boomerang back around and get some clarity on their statements, or either just tuck their tail to hide on the situation.
When George Floyd
if
died,
it don't come out flaw.
Ice Cube was what? In Minnesota. Worth $200 million. He was in Minnesota. Jay-Z and Beyonce dropped the album. They didn't make no statement. They went on the ground with them people. They just dropped the CD on Disney and to get your money. Like, but we praise these people and we dog this man. You know what I'm saying? When George Zimmerman happened with that little boy, Ice Cube was out there. You gotta realize this man got his own basketball league. And he's still thinking about us. He ain't thinking about, hey man, I got mine and you better get yours.
Yeah, I think, man, we use that word sellout too loosely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the one thing about it, all aspects of the game are needed. But like I said, I love what Cube doing because I actually looked through what he was talking about. I ain't just, just speaking on him, just speak on him. But when I saw what he was saying, that dude said out his mouth. And he cleared up the dude on CNN, Cuomo. Yeah, he cleaned them up real good with a dustpan, a broom, and a vacuum.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they bashing him just to bash him without any explanation behind it. They really don't have a reason.
Yeah.
And when you look at it, it's like I said, it's all about the headline. And like you know when people haven't looked into things, you know what I'm saying? Because they ain't spewing out nothing but he that sell out. They get spewing those
they mean
those
with
certain words.
they
They let
meet
you know.
with-
They just hey.
They just Joe Biden just had Cardi B endorsing him for the black people to get a vote. Okay,
All of them use entertainment.
all of them use entertainers.
All right.
We're not in denial of that.
You can't mix it up in a barrel though.
But if it's gonna affect us, we should care. You know what I'm saying? Like, it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
You would think they would want to work with him rather than try to look for reason to pick him apart and tear down his stance. You know, you would think they would want to work with him.
It's only one person that I feel like they should meet with. Not Ice Cube, not no rapper. Let's get to the real person. Go invite Farrakhan up there. Sit him down. Talk to him.
If they invite Farrakhan, Jack, we gonna all do backward flip from here to Bessemer.
Yeah.
They ain't finna invite Farrakhan.
You know what I mean?
Farrakhan gonna put it on.
I mean, but
He gonna lay it on.
it's enough talking to the middleman. Go talk to the man. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way it's gonna change because that's who speak for black people on the black people behalf. Not Obama. I mean, you gotta say all people because who did the million March?
I'm not saying he don't speak for black people, but I think he has his group that he stands for at the end of the day.
Black man,
You know,
I know
every
preachers.
black man ain't part of that.
I
group,
understand. I know preachers listening to him when he speaks.
Yeah.
I know reverends.
Everybody listen when Farrakhan
So
speak,
that
whether
gotta
you like him or not. Yeah.
So it gotta be something. See, let me tell you this. It's three type of people in this world. It's God. It's man appointed, self appointed, and God appointed.
Sure.
When you self appoint yourself, you tell yourself you good. People tell you people appointed. When God appoints you, everybody know it, and then you ain't got to say nothing. He a God appointed man. You ain't even got. When he walk in the room, you feel it.
I think everybody should rub shoulders, and he most definitely should be in the forefront of what's going on.
Of course.
I think all black people of power and position should rub shoulders and be a part of any plan that moving us forward as a race of people. You know?
But the thing is though, like I was watching, man, cause see me, I'm one of the type. I look at all kind of media, what people call good, bad, ugly, sad, all that. Cause I just like it. I like opinions. Now when I seen D.L. Hewlett, Dog, and Ice Cube, I was like, come on, Hewlett, man, cause I like Hewlett. But the thing is that sometimes we don't look at that because ASO like left and I like right. That don't mean we can't link up. They just mean that explain to me what you're doing so I can understand it better. But like you said, I think a lot of black people first thing be too bash and too not. And instead of asking what's going on, cause like Cube, when I seen Cube put on Twitter a middle finger, I was like, I'd love to see them have a talk. Cause DL a pretty smart guy to me. But I don't think he looked into what was said because you know they mad at us when we don't go. Then they mad at us when we do go.
What I'm saying,
you said start pumping the headline.
Come on, man.
Well, okay. Ricky Smiley, D.L. Hughley, your boy Steve Harvey, all of them talk a good talk, but then when it come to it, they don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real with it. Let's hold people accountable that rile you up. And I ain't gonna say no name, but we got people in Birmingham like that that'll rile you up and then you do it and then they miss it. You know what I'm saying? So you got, before you put people in position of war, you got to train them first. Stop trying to look for bloodshed and war if you not willing to go out there and be on the front line with these people. You can't accept money from these white networks and then tell us to boycott them. That's not gonna work.
No. It's a conflict of interest.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's a big conflict of interest, you know what I'm saying? Cause like, man, like me, one thing I learned, man, and it's been a hard lesson throughout life, that you got some people who are chiefs, you got lieutenants, you got generals, you got maids, you got butlers, you got cooks. Everybody want to come in as a chief or that general, when sometimes you just got to play your role. Then I think a lot of people overplay that role because of popularity. Would you say man appointed? Instead of asking that's the anointing for them to do. Because like when I heard him say that Q wasn't qualified, and he came back and he said the best thing I heard. That nigga said, okay, so you speaking on this radio or whatever, who qualified you?
Right.
No, if I know, I know. You know what I'm saying? And if you feel like I'm doing something wrong, why not say, bro, that's fine, but it ain't one, it's two. I'm sure he willing to talk because Sam know. That man been running that contract with Black America for a while. Yeah. He ran sponsored ads, man, and nobody paid no attention to it. It got popping. And I just wish that instead of us knocking one another, regardless of your political stance, regardless of what community you live in, hey, they right in their own right and you are too. And if we want to get on the same page, we got to be able to listen to one another, because once you knock a person, that conversation dead. Yeah, it's dead, man. They ain't gonna want to hear, even if you right.
Positive energy, man, and use that and try to push it. Negative shit ain't gonna do nothing but kill it. That's what it's sent to do. You feel me?
You're right. You're right. I'm glad sometimes, but guess what? Sometimes it's best for it to go like that, so you can realize who really with you.
Everybody get out.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like
clean house.
The media of portraying image, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion just tricked all the black women in America.
Come on with it.
And instead of black women apologizing, they like, hey, that girl ain't leave her husband, and that boy didn't shoot her. But y'all believe the lie. She had the #1 song in the country.
That WAP.
That WAP.
That WAP.
But that WAP didn't keep them from getting cheated on.
Well, Moneybag Yo said that thing stank.
Oh.
That was Moneybag said. Moneybag said that thing stank. I'm just telling you what Moneybag said. Ain't no rumor. Hey, so I don't know. It might have been WAP, but it been stank.
He ain't by Megan no car, did he?
They say it's all about Tory Lanez and that money, man. That indie contract and negotiating that deal and
see,
really trying to beat him out of his time.
That's how I know black people don't listen, because that's the same thing with black people and Joe Biden and Donald Trump. The same thing with Tory Lanez and this girl.
Yeah.
If she went to the hospital, right? And you know police officers, when they pull up to a scene, they know a bullet wound when they see one, right?
Yeah.
How could she lie to them and tell them she ain't get shot? How could she go to the doctor and tell them, oh no, this a cut and not a bullet hole? They professionals, right?
And you know, what the name, the little dude, what's his name is?
Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez, you know, Tory Lanez coming out saying that, hey, you know, they bringing in Jay Prince and everything about that. They like, hey man, hey, I tell you what, you want me to tell this story for real? It's interesting, man. It's interesting. I don't really follow what they call mess or social media stuff, but I like to hear the story of that because you accuse a nigga of shooting you. I want to hear that.
You know what? And I'm not going to indulge in mess, but you know what I hate though? I hate that our culture be so quick to counsel black men, and then with black women, we subject them and we feel like they victim. Like if Offset cheat on Cardi B, he a dog. But if Mary J. Blige cheat on her husband, she deserved better. She just got tired.
And you know, and said she don't owe them that check.
You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand how we let that slide in the end. I don't understand that. As a culture, like you expect ASO to live everything he rapping. A girl come in here and rap provocative and sexy, and she ain't doing none of that. You be like, oh, that's just music.
Yeah,
I don't understand that.
that's
Well,
what
you know,
people been
you got
trying.
women's group that gather up and fight for all kind of leverage for women.
But not only women group,
rights
you got
and justice and
you got
stuff.
dudes that'll ride with that too. Like, man, you know,
Yeah.
I'm going with her.
Yeah. but you know,
It ain't
too,
always that deep.
but you know, so too, so a lot of them niggas wear cat suits too. So they really
Stop, man.
They really don't even count now. A lot of them niggas wear cat suits.
Stop, man. That boy said it was cancer.
Ain't taking no advice from a nigga in the cat suit, man.
Boy, that boy say y'all wear cancer.
So hey, I'm just telling you now.
Boy.
Hey, that's real now.
Hey, man. That's some real shit, man. You know,
That boy say y'all nigga wear
I'm
cancer.
telling you, I ain't taking no advice from
all the
telling
devices
no
to me though. All that, you know, this against this, that against that, this. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I love black women, man. I come from a black woman. I married a black woman. But the first thing I want black women to realize that y'all are the face of the black race. You know, every other race is the male is the face. But in this race, the female is the face of the race. And they're the stronger, you know what I'm saying, gender. If you go to any restaurant, the manager and the store manager is a woman. Feel me? Or a gay man. It's not no heterosexual, strong body man. You feel me? There's nobody with strong facial hair you see on TV with a beard like yours. That's a man of power. Feel me? Or a beard like yours on mine. A man of power. They want you all shaved off and looking humble as a boy.
You're a Yankee.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta realize, you gotta empower us. We understand that black women are magical and beautiful, but your black man is the same way. And I want y'all to empower us the same way we empower y'all. We understand the 90s was brutal on y'all, and we did make y'all feel a whole type of way. When y'all got it, y'all didn't let it go. Come on now. Come on.
Time with the time, man.
Hey, it's crazy now, man.
The shoe ain't never goddamn went on unless you can fit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But-
you gotta accept.
But you got to think about that. These young women are having sons too, and so, and I don't want to say this, but I want to say this, that your son is not getting killed unless he's masculine. The feminine boys are not getting murdered. You know what I'm saying? So the boy is looking for him. He's looking for somebody to protect him. You know what I'm saying? In a world that's full of vultures, there's people that's trying to take his life. You got to think about the dude on the street want to take his life. The police want to take his life. You know what I'm saying? So he's a prey in a world full of predators.
Yeah, I can't deny that.
Yeah.
Because we seeing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't like it ain't nothing we don't see.
And so if he is, please don't get don't get me offended. If he was gay, the police ain't trying to hurt him. If he was gay, a black dude, another black man ain't trying to shoot him. You know what I'm saying? They don't even look at him as a threat. And black women look up to gay men more than they look up to straight men.
Yeah, I think that's the narrative that's put out though.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Because see, strong men, you know, like I done heard the word hyper masculinity.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, man, I consider myself to be fairly smart fella because Woodlawn education, Woodlawnian.
All
But
right.
when I thought about that, I'm like, what the hell is hypermasculinity? So they saying you too tough.
You too tough.
That's
You
crazy.
too man.
That's crazy,
Calm
man.
down, nigga.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Ralph.
That's crazy, man.
Ralph, you messed us up. They got too much sensitivity.
Yeah, it's rough, man. but I don't think I think this all a ploy though. You know what I'm saying? And
It
where
is.
we going, I don't think people realize a lot of this stuff is marketed and a lot of this stuff been planned.
Yeah.
Like when you go to reading these different plans, like, everybody be talking about conspiracy theories. I'm like, everything ain't no damn conspiracy. Who came up with it to conspire? You know
That's
what I'm
smart.
saying?
That's why
you know what I'm saying? Like when you think about it, like Agenda 21. You know, heard of that? Check out Agenda 21. Go out and look at some of these plans and stuff that's been laid out 20, 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah. And they walked it out.
Everything we see in government ain't no accident. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff, one thing about the government, too broad and too smart, with too many races of people running it to do shit year from year. A lot of this stuff we see now, they talked about this shit in the 90s and early 2000s.
You know the difference between black people and white people? Because a black person will do it for 1 or 2 years. If he don't see no progress with it, he'll stop. The white man do it, he work on his business after work. After he get out of work, he work on his business. And he show his son how to take over his business. When we leave, we only leave our children with regret and debt. You know what I'm saying? A debt in the name. The white man leaving his son skills. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to get into. They work it for 20, 40 years for their family to be set up. We'll do it for 2, 3 years and be like, oh man, we got a car wash and ain't making no money 2, 3 years. We'll stop.
And say, do something else.
Yeah, we'll do something else.
Yeah, but
Most definitely gotta be more consistent. So I ain't gonna disagree with you on that.
Yeah, we ain't consistent about nothing.
But for me, man, I told some people, man, I actually made a video and I said Trump the best thing to happen to this country. So of course I already knew it was gonna be some backlash, but I'm like, hit a whole video before you talk shit about it. The reason why I say he the best thing is because I done seen niggas start more businesses. Even if they don't give a fuck about politics, they talking about it. It started a conversation. Sometimes us being in a bad situation makes us better. If you go through our history, bro, even in the civil rights movement, all them niggas weren't running together. Yeah. But because so many people was getting killed and it was so bad, they got together for a common cause. And I think that's what's happening now because people always pray to God saying, God show me, God show me, God show me. But this what you don't know is what he gonna show you. Boom, we ended up with Trump. I done seen more food trucks. I done seen people doing pop-up shops. I done seen people open businesses. I done seen people talking about politics. I done even seen people talking half-ass night to folk. That's why I say he the best, not because I like him. It's because sometimes,
the effect of it.
That effect of it, because under a lot of Democrats, whether we want to hear this or not, that shit keep us asleep. We think everything okay, and it's not. We're not, you know what I'm saying? Even in the Constitution, it still says we 3/5 of a man.
And they never changed.
And it never changed. So, sometimes it takes somebody talking to you crazy for you to say, you know what, dog? Man, let's go ahead and get with it.
They never respected. You have to realize that they didn't even respect President Obama. They called him Barack. You know what I'm saying? They told every other president by their last name. They called that man by his first name. Every time they got a chance, because they don't respect you. You're only there to entertain us. If you can't produce nothing, then what are you good for? You know what I'm saying? We got that in our mind, like, and we mammified like that. If you can't do nothing for me, then I don't need to be around you. And we need to stop that as a people. If I can't build you up, then man, I don't need to be trying to take you down. There's enough of that.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a lot of that. So let me try to build you up, man.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I think it's coming time for it,
Of course.
Like even in the Bible, it talk about being broke all the way down, basically be built back up. I'm paraphrasing, but it's basically saying it's going to get worse before it get better. Which means that the shit that I'm going to show you is not going to look great. But if you believe what I'm saying, you're going to make it through it. But you got to face a harsh reality that some folks simply just don't like you. And a lot of time, I don't even think that's about color. Because even when you talk about when Christopher Columbus came, it was niggas with him too. Now that's the harsh truth we want to hear. It was niggas that came and navigated and spoke the language and, hey, yo, woo, 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? All skin folks ain't kin folks. And we got to understand that, and I heard my pop say this earlier, it ain't about what your color is, who you identify with. Because there's some folks that you never seen before that arrive with you to the end. There's some folks that you've been knowing all your life will have your ass on that bottom bunk for the next 20 years. And we know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's to a point in time that we got to face reality because we know this, man. We black, I'm black. I've been cutting out 26 years. A lot of us don't want to hear no motherfucking truth. A lot of us like to get sugar on shit and call it a snicker. Whether we want to hear that shit or not. We like that until that shit actually hit. So I'm ready to go ahead and accept whatever God got for us because we got to wake up at some point because if not, we'll be 40, 50, 60, 70 years old talking to our children about the same shit. And you got to think about how school go. If you flunk the fourth, you in the fourth again. Black people flunk the fucking fourth. We keep going through the same shit because it's something we missing. Nobody wants to hear that, but we keep going through this shit because it's something we missing.
We look because we are looking for other races to save us, and we need to save ourselves. Then think about this. There's a little Havana, it's a little Mexico, it's a little Tokyo. It's no little Africa nowhere in America. Why ain't no little Africa? You know what I'm saying? We don't know who we are. And so until you find out who you are and whose you are, you'll believe anything. We don't have no value to us. We so quick to kill us, it don't even make sense. We got pawn shops and liquor stores on every corner. It's not a bank. They don't show you how the bank is the loan. They don't show you about saving. White people don't believe white kill white. The boy shot all the people in church. They went and took them to McDonald's. Burger King, my bad. You know what I'm saying? They
number 4.
You know, they believe in valuing their life, preserving their life. You play me out of $200, I might come shoot your house up. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta understand that to see a difference you're gonna have to do something different, man. And I think when we see somebody speak out, that's like referring back to the cube thing. It's like when you see somebody speak out, and not just him. In the past, when people have spoken out, once the slander come, they cut off. You know what I'm saying? This is even before the internet. You know what I'm saying? And this council culture and stuff like that. It's like, bro, when do you sit down and talk to anybody? When do you sit down and talk to each other?
Yeah.
You don't want to talk to each other. Y'all don't want nobody to talk to the white folks, but y'all want all the problems solved.
Yeah, but that's that follow me. That's that do as I say, not as do as I do.
Somebody got to do something different, because like you said, like Benny said, we've been flunking the same grade.
But the people that try to make a difference, we blackball. Okay, LeBron James told the people, I'm finna go to the bubble and protest inside the bubble. You a sellout. Trump, Ice Cube go meet with Trump. You a sellout. Yeah. And so we'll sugarcoat that. But if they got a cucumber challenge, we jump on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cucumber challenge, pretty folk challenge, bad built challenge, good built challenge, all that bullshit.
It just tell me it's sweet enough out here for some folk, cause we tiptoe around meaningful issues. So it must be sweet enough for you out here. So you know what I'm saying? If you don't feel like it needs to be changed, well, all the complaining come in about the crime and the this and that going on in the neighborhoods and the communities and the non-growth of development in communities, the public schooling problems and all that. While we talk about all this stuff, and then you turn around and, like you said, boom, when somebody tries to do something different, that look different, sound different, a different approach, which is gonna have to be, because you ain't never seen it change. So guess what? You're gonna have to approach it a different way.
But see, it's gonna be some opposition, because one thing about opposition, a lot of times, is because you don't know.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And when people don't know, they tend to fight shit that they don't know, because change is difficult.
I feel like black people are in a domestic violence relationship.
Oh man.
And we get whooped and we get beat but we'll complain about it and we'll tell everybody about it, and then they'll be like, well, I'm finna make a way for you to leave them.
You know what? I say that too, Rob, but I know we talking about he did it, but leave him alone.
Talking about that.
You feel me? And so I feel like we're accustomed to the beast, bro.
You gotta give me another drink.
I feel like we're accustomed to the beast, bro. I feel like we wanted to change, but
standing up ain't pretty, bro. And I always said, and I want to kill this on the podcast tonight, and we know it's all about ASO gang in the house tonight, episode 56. We going hard, but we got on this subject. We're gonna roll until we roll with something else.
Let's go.
But I just want to kill this shit tonight. This race war talk that everybody talk. Black folks ain't trying to crank up no goddamn race war, man.
But
where that talk coming from?
Okay.
If Trump win, it gonna be a race war. I heard you did say that shit. Man, stop, man.
Let me let you know this. Let me let you know this. Do Chicago is a breeding ground for race war.
Come on,
do you not know that?
Hit me on something.
Did you not know that white supremacists dressed up in blackface and go out at night and kill?
Bro, no, don't get me wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that this stuff don't go on.
Since Trump been in office, we gonna keep it funky.
Yeah.
Since Trump been in office, you seen more representatives of KKK, white supremacy than you ever seen, because they feel like
the same thing they've always done.
But they feel like they have a representative now.
Yeah. I'm not tripping on that.
They feel like, hey, I could be a good old boy and be proud of it.
Yeah.
Back in the day, about 4, 5, 8 years ago, there was a good old boy. There was a good old boy at home. Now he'll rock that rubber flag. He even got the hat on, and he dare you to say something. You would never had nobody. The stuff that happened when they were protesting and that white man killed the protesters like that. That wouldn't happen under the
flags been flying, statues been standing. Yeah. They just ain't been mean and shit to certain people. Now it's just trending on the internet.
When you have with that stuff. See, the reason why I believe,
I don't feel like he the.
I'm not saying.
I know he uses racism in promotion and pulls in this crowd with tactics. Now
it's not him.
Yeah.
It's the people that backs him. He's not like that at all. He likes money.
Yeah.
And so if I know
he got to appease to somebody.
And believe it or not, black people, y'all might not believe this, it's more white people in America than any of black people.
Yeah.
A herd of them. We make up 13%. And black men, heterosexual men, we make up 5.5% of America. And so they're 69. They 69% of the population. He is appeasing to those people.
Right.
And so just because we're trendsetters,
if you're trying to win, though,
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Wasn't Dre Lewis at the White House with Jim Brown and somebody else? Went to see Trump, they called them sellouts too.
Oh man,
that
sellout tag ain't hard to get.
That sellout tag, man, it's so overused, man. It's like, man, to me, when people call people sellouts, my thing is that now if you did all your research and that's what your conclusion was, okay. But most people talk because that's a trending topic. But I'm like, sellout, that's a strong set of word to call a nigga without knowing what actually done went on.
Okay, so if ASO Gang signed to Universal Records and the owner of Universal Records is a Satanist, am I a sellout to if I go to church every Sunday? But that
Satan just cutting your check.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
guess
one
what?
of them might be cutting.
But guess what? We
13%.
We don't believe in the Bible. We as black people been raised on the Bible. We don't believe in it because Psalms 23 told you God will make you a plate in the presence of your enemies. So that mean that they have to serve you or they'll be watching you eat. Why Trump can't be the vice to watch us eat?
Hey, so do me this favor, brother. Quote that scripture one more time for the niggas in the back. Just one more time because because see me, I'm not a real big Bible person. I know a few scriptures and shit when I want to talk shit and they just come to me automatically. But that one there, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a great one. What
you said? It said Psalms 23, man. It said God said I will make you. He said I will prepare a plate for you in the presence of your enemies. Okay. And so you know what I'm saying. You got it. That means either they're going to serve you or they're going to watch you eat. Feed them, man.
One of the two.
One of the two.
And then,
don't get me wrong. I just feel like it ain't gonna be no race war. I feel like saying it's gonna be one over and over again. You trying to stir the minds up of some ignorant motherfucker that might go out there and crank some more stupid shit up. But that mentality existed way before Trump and gonna exist way out there, bro. That's something that we can't cure.
Do you really think? I thank God.
The supremacists.
Okay, when Kim Jong-un was willing to bomb America when Obama was in office, When Trump got in office, that whole conversation changed. Why?
I hear him at the button.
No, because sometimes it takes a fool to deal with a fool.
That right?
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. When you know you can get the same shit, yeah, they tend to balance shit out.
Hey, he went to.
ASO got a chop, I got a chop. We willing to talk.
Yeah, I'm willing to talk to you now.
leave.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you even.
You can leave.
Nigga up there in the suit and tie calling that shit a shithole over there and all that shit. You know he'll blow that fuck up. And two folk that'll blow some shit up talking now.
But when you got somebody in your pocket with the same thing that you got, you'll go to war with anybody.
Yeah.
Russia is his partner.
Yeah. Man, it's so interesting, man. Like I said, I'm glad this conversation came about, though, bro.
Right.
Because, see, so many black people, because like I said, I'm with V94.9 FM, Home Team Morning Show. Shout out to you, Chris Coleman, Think Tank, what's happening? But the thing is, man, it's like me, I heard a person called up to the station, and I'm calling his name, Contributor Will, yeah, you nigga, call me Trump. But I was like, but what people don't realize, I'm a free thinker. I can agree to disagree, or I can disagree to agree, but I'm not going to get mad at you for how you feel. I can sit down and talk to anybody because, one, I feel like I'm intellectual enough to talk on any level, and I can fight. So all that other shit don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? And that's a foul statement because one thing about it, most men speak out of what they don't know.
Yeah.
And when you speak out of what you don't know, I think the opposition or the opposing party that you're talking to is up to them to say, okay, well, brother, no, that ain't what it meant. And then a lot of times that's where we get understanding. But a lot of people be quick to shit on you and don't want to hear no other side.
They don't have no foundation for their conversation.
And that ain't right.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Contributor Will. We appreciate you calling every morning too, bro. You my partner for real.
Being on Will calling.
But I like that opposition though, because opposition brings about great conversation.
It do.
Because arguing, like I said, man, me and this man been working together for shit at least 2 decades. You know what I'm saying? That's a long time.
Running over that, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, me, I don't agree with everything he said. I'm sure he don't agree with everything I say. But sometimes, even if I don't agree, I'm like, what the fuck this nigga talking about? And then when I hear him, I be like, I can feel that. Yeah. But you can't be too quick to jump down somebody's throat because it's not with the view of how you view things.
Yeah, because I'm an Alabama fan, and I feel like Cam Newton the best black quarterback of all time.
He the truth.
Yeah.
He the truth.
Yeah, we know he the best of all time.
Who Alabama play this week, by the way?
Somebody that's nobody.
Who y'all playing this week, man?
I think Tennessee.
Bro.
They're my boys. Volunteer.
It's a dub.
Oh, we finna kick y'all ass. I just want to tell you that.
All in the
Yeah, I'm gonna buy me a yellow shirt.
We'll see Nate Wednesday.
Buy a yellow shirt. Yeah, and also next Wednesday, pub is in. We got Dejanay Jackson coming in. Danielle Dejanay Jackson, she gonna be in here next week for the next episode with the 2 ends, goddammit. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all tune on to that. Now back to you, ASO.
Yeah.
Yeah, now of course we done sat there and talked about that. Now we gotta get to the music, the project, what got you in it, and why you so goddamn fire. And a lot of people don't know it, and we wanna make sure they know it, man. Cause like I said, hey, I ain't too quick to jump on people's music, but I swear when I heard that power.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, dog, because it had a different meaning for me than it did with others. Because when I get up at 4 o'clock every morning, like right now it's 9 o'clock, I had a cat nap. I'm still up. But when I get up, I promise you, every morning I listen to a different artist. But that power normally pop up first.
All right.
How did you even come up with that record?
Man, I was at church, man, believe it or not. Shout out to Pastor Sylvester Wilson, New Beginning Christian Ministry, man. I was at church and our sister Pastor Wynn was at he was at church and they were singing. He was like, power Jesus. And I was like, man, I'm gonna make a song about that, you know. So and I told him, I walked up to him and I said, man, I'm gonna make a song about that. And so the name of the song is Stan Lee. It's not Power, it's Stan Lee.
I ain't like, you know niggas, man.
Yeah, no, hey. So I could name it Stan Lee because Stan Lee was the only white man that I ever encountered that didn't see color. He just seen Marvel. And so I didn't want I wanted to be outside the box. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to sound like a cartoon. I wanted to sound amazing when you heard it. I wanted to impact you. You know what I'm saying? And it was inspirational to me. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I came up with the record, man. I wanted to be different. I got inspired by Outkast, is Love Below and Speaker Box. I wanted to make an album of myself and split myself because I feel like I'm a great artist and I'm street too. So I wanted to give an artistry a part of my album, and I wanted to give my fans some street. So I made a double disc. Amazing Adventures of Mr. Woodford.
Well, you did that. I ain't gonna lie, man, because the one thing about it, I love music. White, black, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's certain music that catch my ear to like a boom.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And then we even seen you on the Birmingham Cypher too.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? So we be checking it out,
Yeah,
man.
man. Yeah,
Me and
man.
like No Knows, he introduced me to it because I watch it, but sometimes I be 6 months late because I always be working. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, working on a movie with Jap Jones and working on a movie with Sonny Black, and also working on a play with Terry and Melissa. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to get into acting, man. If they, hey, I'm trying out. They so trying out for anything. I'm trying to get into acting, man.
Hey, well, you in the right place.
Yes, sir.
Said, you know,
Roll call.
You familiar with old
Let
Jap Jones?
I know Jap, man.
Jap
Since I was a
Jones,
little boy.
man. Jap Jones, good people. Sonny Black, good people,
Great
man.
man.
And like I said, I love what's going on now because a lot of people who wouldn't work together, I believe everything have its perfect time.
Right.
And I think that shit happen when it need to happen.
That's
Like,
Cypher a good look.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's a good look.
I ran into Meshack, man. He had did the Alabama Cypher. And I seen my girl X-Rated, and shout out to X-Rated. She be at the Palace. I seen her, and I was like, man, I know that I'm fire. You feel me? Like, I know I'm fire, and I should be in it. And so I started doing it with Meshack. You know, you got other people out here doing ciphers, but I feel like once you start with something with somebody, you should see it through. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an opportunist. If I like Coca-Cola, I'm going to stick to Coca-Cola. No matter how good you present Pepsi to me, I like Coke. And so I just been rocking with Meshack, man. We did a couple ciphers together. I did 2 battles. You know, I started battle rapping with him. I got 2 battles with him on his platform, and I try to help the brother with his platform, and he helping me also with promotion. So one hand watching another.
Was suited up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with all white on. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We
I'm
did
about
that at
to.
the Holiday Inn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's just being versatile and trying to push my pen style to stay in the people's face without putting too much music in their face. Sometimes you can oversaturate yourself with music. You don't want to bombard people with music. You want to be able to promote it and let them feel it and let them enjoy it.
All right.
Yeah. Because see, one thing about it, you can walk from here to Center Point, or you can run from here to Center Point. But you know if you run, your ass gonna have to stop.
Yeah.
Walking continues. So I agree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I agree with you on that. And that's the same thing for comedy too.
No
Like
doubt.
me, man, you know, I've been blessed with an opportunity that I ain't gonna really say right now because sometimes you can share your ideas too quick. But a lot of the travel, I always walk through it. I ain't never try to rush through this thing. Radio, I had no intentions on being on radio. But walking through it, you end up meeting what you need to meet.
That's what's up, man.
You end up meeting what you need to meet, man. So my advice to anybody, just walk through the situation, see what you need to see, man. Don't rush through it because ain't no shortcut to greatness. Shout out to Chris Coleman. Chris Coleman said it all the time. Ain't no shortcut to
Ain't
greatness.
no shortcut to greatness, man.
And then I'm going to tell you something too. You know, since I just mentioned Chris Coleman name, a lot of people don't know this. I know people got their opinions about him. But I can honestly say, who the fuck don't have their opinions? But that nigga played local music. In the morning. You ain't never heard no local music on no morning show.
No.
Like I said, I done heard everything from goddamn ASO Gang to Joel Regal, all the way down to what's the lady name? God damn it, I can't think of the name. Excuse me, because I don't know your name. But it's a lot of local music played all the time, and that's because it was introduced to him, and he actually cared enough to say, you know what, I believe in you enough to believe in him enough to say, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Appreciate that.
everything you got to walk through it. You know what I'm saying? So
Appreciate
don't be
that.
surprised you see powers. You got to make sure you stay tuned in. Now.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Hey,
I got to
hey.
click you on in there.
Hey, I
stay
got
tuned.
I got 2 new projects, man. I'm finna come out with, man. I got a mixtape called The Out of Box Theory, and then I got an album I'm finna drop, man, the first quarter of next year, man, called Anointed with Issues, man. And so I'm just finna keep on pushing and keep on going.
All right, now I got to ask you this, man. Now, I know, like I said, I'm 40, and I've been around this entertainment a long time. Sam, you know what I'm saying? We ain't too far in age. We've been around entertainment a long time. What do you see the difference in entertainment now than what you saw 5 years ago or 10 years ago in Birmingham? Do you think it's progressing? You think it's stagnant? Or you think this motherfucker rolling back?
I think it's rolling backwards. I think like it's a lot of scams and a lot of floggery going on in the city. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the means and the venues that you are saying, then why would you prey on people artistry and people hunger? There's a lot of scams with open mics going on. There's a lot of scams with studios. Guys are paying $100 an hour or $100 a track, and your song sound like the karaoke machine. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of dudes got studios just to sell weed out of or mess with females they would never mess with in real life if they didn't have a studio. And so it's a lot of scam, it's a lot of barbard in here. And so we need to expose the fake and support the real. If you are saying you have a product, stand behind your product. Don't take people money and then cut the phone off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got a lot of that. You got a lot of guys that charging people $700 for videos and they can look like crap. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? These people are paying $700-800 for a video and got 23 views. You're not promoting their video after you get their money or nothing. Mm-hmm. That's bad business. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I say we are stepping back, because when I first started, man, that boy Real Ruckus and there's a plethora of guys that was really
a whole bunch
trying to put artists out. You know what I'm saying? Now it's more of a money game. It don't matter if you make crap music. If you got a certain type of money, then we rock it with you. Mm-hmm. It don't matter. It don't matter if your music is repetitive. It don't matter if you can buy views now. You know what I'm saying? You can buy views, but one thing you can't buy is respect. You know what I'm saying? And authenticity. Authenticity.
Man, fuck, don't worry.
That word right there.
Don't worry about it.
You can't buy that. You can't buy real. You know what I'm saying?
Look, though, ASO, don't worry about that. I'm missing a tooth on the side. I'm gonna fuck it up every time.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry about that.
You can't buy that. And I feel like our city is bought, man. We should not be bought like that. You know, Atlanta, you can be a nobody and you make great music. You can, they support you. Our city don't support you unless I went to school with you. If I went to school with you, then I can vouch for you. Or if my cousin sold dope for you, then yeah, you real. Mm-hmm. If you just make good music, oh man, you just a rapper. What is we doing? I don't want to hear your documentary music. You only 23, 25. What you done that much? You ain't done that much.
Yep, but the sad part though, is gonna take people like us and the ones who actually trying to move it forward to break that stigma.
Yeah.
Because one thing about it, with greatness come bullshit.
It does.
You can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about moving
Because
forward.
see, like for an example, you know, like me doing this stand-up comedy for a while, you know, I run into a lot of good people from the outside, maybe because they don't know me and they respect what I'm doing. You see me in Dallas, shout out to Cooler Ward, shout out to Chris G. When you see me in Dallas, it's like, this nigga got to be serious. He 9 hours in the drive, 2 hours on the flight. When they see me in the city, oh, that's just a nigga who could help. They stay in East Lake Estates. You know what I'm saying? So, and I understand that. But we got to break that stigma, because one thing about it, the people who weak, they gonna exist, but the people who strong, they got to do the fight. And I understand it, man. And I think we at a time of reveal.
But I see the need to not. I've been blackballed before. You know what I'm saying? And I thank you for messing with me. But I've been blackballed and boycotted for free videos and studio time. You know what I'm saying? Because this person don't like you, or we won't have them on our platform because my artists get free videos from this person, or he get free studio time from this person. So is ASO finna come on your show? Oh no, we not messing with that. ASO finna come to your club before? Oh no, he not messing with that. You know what I'm saying? Because this person don't like you. And it's a cult in our city. Not gonna say no names, but it's elite. It's some doorkeepers that's not letting people through. They're not trying to get the exposure because they want it for themselves. They want it for them, their artists, and personal reason and personal gain. And if you're not reaching back to pick somebody or help somebody, man, you're in the error.
Mm-hmm.
It's more definitely a tough war out there, and I think. And not to say about your personal situation, because I know everybody go through their own personal roller coaster ride with it. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of that stuff existed in the city 20 years ago, and I think it's all about just being the person that came out the other end of it. Of course, not no $1 billion contracts and that, but being the person that came out the other end of it, I look back at it and say, you just gotta keep working through it, bro.
Yo, I'm not saying quit, but I'm just here to, and I'm not complaining about nothing because whatever don't kill don't make you stronger. But I'm gonna shed light on the situation. That it is this type of people out here,
right,
and if you don't play by their rules, then they will boycott you and they will blackball you. But good music perseveres. If it didn't, then I wouldn't be standing here right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You most definitely gotta let folks know when folks monkey. Cause that's when
Sam, you one of my old time monkey.
For real, you gotta let folks know when people monkey. Cause I mean, if them your people, you gonna send them to a monkey ass producer,
I can't see
a
you
monkey ass goddamn engineer.
Man.
You gonna send them a nigga to feature that you know a monkey ass nigga, or a nigga that ain't gonna stand up to his word, or you know. So I'm all about, you know what I'm saying, not dealing with that type cause that ain't gonna let you move forward. You know what I'm saying?
They gonna send you back.
You know what I'm saying? When I see stuff like the Cypher and I sing
all them
artists on that work, that's the type of shit I like to see in the city.
And that's why I got a shout out to my guy Meshach, man, because he brought us together, man. There was 9 people. We didn't know each other, bro, and we got together. It wasn't no strife. It wasn't no. Hey man, I think I'm better than you, and you think you better than me. It was, hey man, we came together for a common goal, and that's how I think the city should be.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? All the time.
That's right. And why not? Cause I mean, just like, hey, everybody know they had a turn on that Cypher. Everybody know they had to let the next man get ears off. Everybody had to. I don't know if Meshach had no rules. I don't know Meshach, but like I said, cat I like to meet or have on.
Yeah.
But it just take order to pull off something like that. You talking about what it was, 10, 15 artists that not rapping?
It was only 9 of us.
Okay, that rap, but it was a lot of people.
It was a whole bunch of people.
So it had to be some agreeing and some order in there. And I'm sure everybody didn't walk in there. I'm sure everybody didn't know each other.
No, we didn't.
Before y'all got there.
Yeah, so, but when we got there, that's crazy because
that's the same thing it take every day, all the time. Make good shit come out.
The same reason why white people are afraid of us, we afraid of us, because when you walk up and you see 20 black people, you be apprehensive if you don't know none of them.
Especially they all trying to zone out.
Yeah, you know,
you
trying to look for the most familiar face, like, I think I know one of them. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was, man. But after we vibed together, and man, it was a beautiful thing. That's like my 5th time doing it, so I enjoy doing it with them. You know what I'm saying? That was like, if we could do more stuff. I'm trying to get them to do an R&B with, man. You know what I'm saying? Something different for the city. Yes, sir.
Well, I think it's going to come about because one thing about it, when you see things come up, it inspires ideas.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
Because one thing I learned about this city, the motherfucker don't mind biting your shit. They don't mind. But I don't look at that as a bad thing. That means that you done did something so influential that'll make a person say, that shit fire, I'm going to bite it. Now, I don't necessarily agree with it all the time, but I can respect it because that means that you doing something that make a person want to follow what you do.
I was wearing blazers and wearing the money belt, and they laughed at me. And then this year, people wearing blazers, so I feel like, you know, I'm ill for whistle.
All right, cool, man.
I'm ill for whistle, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool.
Icebreaker ain't gonna get that credit, you know.
No, you're not. You're not.
That come behind.
The dude that gonna break through. You know, Cool Breeze started trap music, but T.I. get all the credit for it.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Cool Breeze Calhoun started trap music, but T.I. get all the credit for it. So, you know what I'm saying? You're right. You might break through, but you might not get all the credit for it. But I'm just doing my thing, man, putting in work, man, with this pencil and paper, man. Like I said, I got 2 new projects coming out, man. Videos coming out, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get into acting. I'm doing this
we're gonna get you in that move.
I'm doing youth football with Kingston Elite, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
8U. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm with Kingston Elite, man. I'm just trying to be a Renaissance man.
Okay. Well,
yes, sir.
Well, let me say that we're finna get some of this music that you got.
Okay.
Anything that you want to tell the fans that you want to get on there, you know what I'm saying, or you want to know about ASO Gang, contact information, Facebook, YouTube, website, Go ahead and share it now, because we're going to play some of this good music
Oh
that you
man,
present, bro.
ASO GANG, man. You can Google me, man. I'm on Google Play, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple
And let
Music.
you know somebody been getting their shit
You
together.
feel me? Get your paperwork together.
That's
Get your
right,
paperwork
get
in
that
order.
paperwork together.
Get your publishing in order. Because I pay my rent off music.
I hear G talk about that all the time.
Yeah, I pay my
got no
rent.
paperwork,
Gonna
you
reach
bullshit.
all the way.
Yeah, so
Gotta walk with.
you playing with yourself if you ain't got your paperwork.
Yeah, but before we start this music, hey, remember this, because we're going to let it ride out to the music. Remember this now, too. Make sure you tune in to Barbershop Stories, the podcast. All you got to do is go to YouTube and Google Barbershop Stories, man. We got number 1 through 56. So, and there's a lot of great interviews, all type different people, different top walks of life. Then, of course, V94.9. Make sure you tune into that every morning, home team morning show. Shout out to the Eyelash Diva. Shout out to the homie Jay. Then also, too, we got a comedy show coming up. They back up at Roost Place. Next show is fresh out the house. Comedy show, November the 21st. Got the Eyelash Diva. She going to be co-hosting. We got my homie Mona Jones there, all the way from Denver, Colorado. We got Boomerang all the way from the ATL. We got my homie Cooler Ward all the way from Dallas, Texas. And of course, I'm hosting me, comedic narrator, haircut slanger, Benny Mac. We got K1, he gonna be on the video so we can make sure the show will be available so you can purchase it soon afterwards. Then we also got DJ Magic Mike, he gonna be on the 1s and 2s.
Yes, sir.
Roof Place, shout out to you for allowing us to use your venue throughout the Cabarrus. We're giving out free masks. For the first about 100 folks, I'm gonna give out free custom masks. After that, I'm gonna give out them blue masks that look like your ass sick. So hey, so make sure you stay tuned in. Fuck with me, cause I fuck with you. Anybody know me, know that I rock with you. Also too, Amy Scott, she got something that gonna help you with the Cabarrus. Keep that immune system built. She got a tonic, 4 ounces. That's all it takes. If she sell you a big old ass pretty bottle too, I'd have gave you some shit a little bit cheaper than that. But Amy, she's very professional. Amy, if you like to, come on, step on in and tell them about it. Oh, she trying to play that cool
Juice
shit.
good though.
She don't want to get in. She don't want to get in.
No, I ain't
Shout
like
out to
that,
K1. K1, that's the videographer for the show. Shout out to my homie Big E. He write movies. Shout out to Jap Jones. Shout out to Sonny Black. Shout out to Chris Coleman. Shout out to V94.9. Shout out to my teammates. Shout out to my wife, my children, and everybody who support this thing. You got that song ready, Big?
Yeah, I got you, man.
God damn it, right. All right, so we finna play some of his music, and we gonna ride out on this right here. ASO Gang,
Episode
like it.
56, baby.
episode 56.
Going in the book.
I'm telling you, it's going in the book. And
Subscribe, man. Check
just
us
ain't nothing
out.
but some strawberry lemonade right here. That's why nigga keep shaking right here. You see that?
Yeah.
It don't even look like no drink no more. You just keep shaking like that. K1, you gonna take a shot with us before you leave? All right, K1 gonna take a shot before you leave. Fred Bingo, New Sound Music. Hey, it's all tight. Great people in Birmingham. I gotta endorse that. We got the bullshit, but that ain't what we focus on. We focus on nothing but the positive, the optimistic, and everything that's gonna do good, because the bad gonna always be amongst us, but the good shit you got to create. So make sure you keep it going good. I'm comedic narrator, haircut slanger, Benny Mac, V94.9, Mac Man Entertainment, Super Barber, been cutting out 26 years. If you can't catch me, I'm sorry, because I am busy. Shout out to Terry and Melissa, aka Dad Ass and Melissa. Shout out to Backdoor Jody. We're gonna make some moves. Just stay online, you'll see it. I guarantee you. I bring that funny for a little money. There's always something to laugh at. Sam, you got something to say before you go? That's all right. We're going to get it. We're going to get it.
Yo, man,
what
hey,
we got?
I just want us to stay focused, man. Like I said, no matter who get in this office, we still got to make it. And we discuss politics in light of everybody being able to talk, no matter what platform or party or race or whatever you coming from. We discuss it in light of everybody being able to be a part of the conversation, man. We ain't trying to take no sides or get our personal views on this stuff up here, man. But at the same time, we're going to talk the real, because a lot of times when we see things, like we said earlier, different approach, sometimes we got to wait and let it play out. We know we really ain't got no direct effect on it. You got to sit back and just wait on it to play out, especially before you get to saying this or that or leaning toward it or leaning away from it.
That's
Sometimes
right.
you got to sit back and wait on it to play out when you don't have the power and control to start it or stop it.
That's
you
right.
know?
That's right. And don't be so quick to knock folks.
Yeah, that's right.
Because one thing about it, and I ain't gonna say it's some coonery and buffoonery going on. We can't deny that.
That's right.
But at the same time, let the situation play out before you give an honest, direct comment about what's happening.
If you don't know anything
you
about
don't know
it,
nothing about it,
now
yeah.
if you up on your shit, that's a different thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's a different story.
But the unfortunate part, a lot of
Yeah.
people ain't up on this shit.
No.
And we know that.
We
You know
do.
what I'm saying? So, you
It's
know.
too easy to type them words, man.
That's right. It's easy. But
Yeah.
like I said, right now, I think we're in a year to reveal. I think we're in a year of people need to see exactly what's going on. Ain't no more bullshit. Ain't no sugar on shit calling it Snickers.
That's right.
It's time.
Step
you,
up.
You hearing it from me, you hearing it from No Nose, you heard it from ASO, and you hearing it from people all around the world. Now it's up to you to believe it.
Ain't no more cats on the bat just sitting back saying, "Oh, we lost," or "Yay, we won,"
Nah.
and you done enough.
And I'm gonna say this, of course, don't forget about Mo Forehead and Phase 3 is available now. If you want a copy, cash out me whatever you want. It can be a quarter, it can be a dime, it can be $1, and I send you a copy of Mo Forehead and Phase 3. It was shot by K1. It's professional. You got Joelle Reed on there. She's singing and shit. What the song name is?
Black.
It ain't Black Dollars. That's my homie Ann
No,
Ski.
not
Shout out
Black
Ann
Dollars,
Ski.
but,
That's Cause I'm Black.
Cause I'm black.
Cause
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
motherfucking
yeah,
black by
Cause I'm
Joelle
black,
Reed.
yeah.
And see, that's that drunk talk. I'm a motherfucking black. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. My
I know I'm
auntie-
black somewhere.
That's
Like,
right.
hey,
Shout out to
that
my
Quavo
auntie
working on the
Lane.
kid too.
Shout out to my auntie Lane. She hit that. I'm a motherfucking black. Baby boy. All right. So, hey, we finna get ASO gang on.
Yes, sir,
hey, we
man.
appreciate y'all staying tuned
trying to
in.
get it
Barbershop
right.
Stories, the podcast. Next week, we got Dejanay Jackson on there. Danielle
That's gonna be a good
Dejanay Jackson. That's going to be a great one. Fuck it. All of them be great. And also, we full-time barbers, too. Don't forget about that. We're open 7 days a week. Corey, Sammy No Nose, and myself. Comedic narrator, haircut, slanger, Benny Mac. But fuck it, it's just Benny Mac when I'm cutting out.
Hey,
So,
man. Hey, I had a
finna run it.
slow malfunction, bro, but I will bring y'all this song back. And you know what I'm saying? Small setback for a major comeback. That mean I got to come back. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all
Gotta
having
come
me,
back.
man. You know what I'm saying? And the album on the way, man. New music on the way, new ciphers on the way, new work on the way. Just all the way around.
Okay, well, give them a contact information on social media so they can make sure.
Okay, man, you can contact me at Elisha James on Facebook, man. You can contact me at 205-545-0800. Any features, anything you want to just vibe or whatever, you know, I'm always free. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not free, then, you know, we can make something work. Feel me? I appreciate y'all having me, man, at the barbershop, man.
Hey, well, that's what's happening. Barbershop Stories, the podcast. It's been a great episode, and we are out.
Thank you.
See y'all next week.
Nice, man.
Yes, sir.
Good, man. I thought you was finna sit back down and give him a bar.